Wood FC, here we go. Broadcast FC, here we go. Hey, pick up everybody, man. Pick up everybody. Therapy Army, where are ya? Last me having you, Therapy Army. Last me having ya. Hey, the GOAT performed well today. What GOAT? What happens when you mess with cats, innit? The Brazilian press manager, stop messing with the cats. When you mess with cats, you go home, mate. And that's what happened. That's what happened. But big up everybody. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, people. Hit that notification button, it lets you know when we're next live. Welcome to United Real Therapy. Yeah, I told people. Man like me told people. What did I tell you yesterday? What did I say to you yesterday, people? I said to you, watch out for this tournament is going to be crazy in terms of it's going to go to extra time and penalties. I said that to you. Both first quarter-final games go to extra time and penalties. What I said it. I said it, people. Go and watch last night's show. I said it last night. I said it last night. Meshdi, the timekeeper of all timekeepers. Big up Meshdi. Big up every one of you. Love and light. But yeah, Nuruddin, Messi, not your GOAT. Nah, to me, I don't have any GOATs, man. To me, R9 is the only GOAT I know. But Messi, he took his both penalties really well. He took both penalties really well. And big up Van Dijk, innit? He's the captain. He goes first. And then the other guy misses. And it is what it is. Penalties always a lottery. But Brazil, I told you all, I wasn't convinced by Brazil. I wasn't convinced by the way they play. I wasn't convinced by them at all. And look what happens. They needed to get the second goal after they scored the first. They tried to hold it out. And you can't do that. But to be fair to them, they were 4 minutes away from going through. And that's how it is, mate. Evening already and in the chat. Hit the likes, people. Let's get the likes. So we got a quick bit of a packed show for you tonight, people. We're going to be talking about the World Cup. Talking about Brazil, obviously. Talking about Croatia. 4 million population. They never know when they're beating. And their World Cup record is absolutely brilliant. I'm telling you, it is brilliant in terms of their record. So don't bet against them. Don't bet against them going to another final. Do not bet against Croatia. You have to beat them in 90 minutes. You have to beat them. You have to beat Croatia in 90 minutes. If they go through and they go through to the final and win the World Cup, they will be the smallest nation to win a World Cup. What a feat would that be, eh? What would that be like? Big up everybody. Big up. What are you thinking about the penalties? That assist was incredible. Oh, the assist. Usman Burke, talk to me about that assist. Nobody saw that coming. Nobody saw that coming. What an absolute. The reason why the ref is because I think Spanish referee, he's one of the most irritating referees ever. He's always in a drama. He's one of those referees that you always have to notice his games. I don't like referees that make it about themselves. Big up to all of you too, so. Yeah, the ref is crazy. The ref is crazy. But it was both two crazy games. And that's what happens, people. That's what happens. Penalties is a lottery. And the biggest thing I say is that if you're in doubt, just like the Croatian players, if you're in doubt, hit it low and down the middle. That's what you do. If you're confident to think, I'm going to pick my corner and I'm going to hit my corner. If you're unconfident, if in doubt, low, down the middle. That's how I've been coached. If in doubt, low, down the middle. Because most professional goalkeepers, they always move. And then we're going to build up to the Real Betis game. It's tomorrow, isn't it? Real Betis. Real Betis. You know what I mean? We're going to be building up to that. Real Betis friendly preview. That's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be previewing that game, people. We're going to be previewing that game. Yeah, so it's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting to what Ten Hag said to these players, if they've learned anything from what Ten Hag told them. Yeah. Nuruddin, do you think it's coming out? It's going to Morocco. It's going to Morocco. Oh, is it going back to Paris? Could it be going to Buenos Aires? Is it going to Croatia? Is he going to Lisbon? You know what I mean? Or is it coming to Trafalgar Square? Is that where it's coming? Where is it coming? Genuine question, Logan says. Do you think Martin is too short to be centre back? No. Would he work as a CDM or a left back? No, I don't think he's too short. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. At the end of the day, today's the header from Workhorse, that header, because the way the ball was delivered, nobody was near him. He was first to the ball. He needed somebody to challenge him, but nobody was there to challenge him. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, he's not too short because there are worse, bigger, taller centre halves that lose headers. And by that time, anyway, they had big, tall centre half on the pitch anyway. 100% is horrible, innit? There's got to be another way. For me, they've got to bring back the golden goal. Somebody, you score, you win. Game's finished. I really like the golden goal, me. I really liked it. I liked it. I love the golden goal. They need to bring that, Matt. I hate it when the game reaches penalties 50-50. It just doesn't feel right. Of course, there's another way to win it. Yep. I told you, Noble. I told you. Yeah, many people did, but many people also want Messi. You know, we can't begrudge him. One of the greatest players ever. Can you imagine him retiring, never winning a World Cup? Yeah, I know a lot of people are not fans of Messi and not fans of Argentina, but you can't beat their fans, man. Bloody hell. It cost a lot of money. Where are they getting this money from? These fans. It's coming to America. Well, it's definitely going to Americas. Deliason 100. It's definitely going to Americas in 2030. No, 2016, yeah. 26, yeah, sorry, 2026. That's it. Lauren, what's your thoughts on players taking pressure on penalties? I personally really against it. Rodriguez was so poor. Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. I'm not going to lie to you. It's something that you can't practice. But the biggest thing for me is that if you would, when you are on the penalty shootout in a game, in a league game, or if it's a knockout or whatever, if you're in doubt, smash it down the middle. Smash it down the middle. You must have enough technique to smash it down the middle because you can't just always rely on your technique. You cannot just rely on your technique. I don't think he's too short. It's just all I hear is people complain about it is liability. The liability because of it. Nah, I don't buy it. Nuruddin, do you think we're gonna have Messi versus Ronaldo final? That'll be the dream. I mean, that'll be the dream final. Both of them deserve to bow out facing each other one more time. But if it was if I was playing the Portugal against Argentina in the World Cup final, Ronaldo would not be in my starting lineup. But he doesn't care, does he, Ronaldo? What happened to Anthony Casemiro? If Martinelli Jesus were playing for Brazil, we would have won. When Brazil have Spurs striker, you know they're desperate. So I see blame game here. I don't blame the players. I don't blame the players. I do not blame the players at all. I don't blame the players. It is what it is. But I'm just happy that Casemiro's coming home. And Martinelli's coming home for you boys. Jesus is out. But you know how it is. To me, he should have stayed on. I thought he took him off a bit too early. That's in my opinion. He took him off a bit too early. But big up Semiassi. Semiassi still going to win the league, are you? Hey? What striker are you getting? What Ronaldo? You don't answer. You never answer this therapy on these questions. Do you want Ronaldo to be your striker? Yes or no? Do you want Ronaldo? You were coming on here a couple of weeks ago, taking up Ronaldo. Do you want him? Would you take him at Arsenal as your striker? That's the question. No, that's why you hate Argentina. I don't hate Argentina. They've produced amazing footballers throughout history. They've abused such an incredible historic people throughout history. I don't hate Argentinians. Big up the referee killed another, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was assigned to make sure Messi goes through no referee's history with Messi. Big up. Well, to be, it's, you know what? It went to penalties. I don't think, in extra time, I don't think Holland went for it. Netherlands should have gone for it. Should have got that ball out wide. Should have kept crossing that ball. They should have done it. They should have done it, and Gakpo got tired. 20 likes. Are you taking the big people? 30, 70 of you. Smash a like on the video. Sort it out. Sort it out. I hate Argentina when the teams try to win a championship for a player they love. They manifest luck. There we go. There we go. Windy always, forever coming up with words to sum it up what it says. Say Miasi, says the Nilsson 100. Big up to Nilsson. Dennis, let me know if you want to jump on, bro. Elliot says, it's all respect, but why didn't he put Rodrigo on first for the... It didn't make sense to me. Yeah, it didn't make sense at all. It didn't make sense at all. Of course it didn't. Of course it didn't make sense. It didn't. You put Casemiro, one of the leaders, to give you a good start. That's what you do. But so far, in these penalty shootouts, the teams that have gone second have won. The teams that have gone second have won. You hate Argentina. Lilas, explain to us why you hate Argentina. Ronnie, do you think left-footed centre-backs work in the centre-back pairing? Yeah, they can work. Yeah, 100%. They can both work, yeah. It depends how good they are. What kind of if they're ball-playing centre-halves, yeah, they can. Eintracht Frankfurt have been finesse from top to bottom. Why? What's happened to them? Let us know what's going on with Eintracht Frankfurt. LVG should not took Gakpo with seven penalties, 7 minutes to penalties. Gakpo, he got a bad kick on the leg and he was shattered. To be fair to him, he was absolutely shattered. He was shattered. Congratulations to the butcher for going through. Yeah, big up Lazaro Martinez. I do want him back though. I'm not an Argentina. I'm a Man United fan. I want all these United players to come home. We've got 16 players at the World Cup. Casemiro and Antony are coming home. None of them play for. You know what I mean? Not well. Malacia is coming home soon. Ronaldo to Arsenal, all down to the line. All down the line. Mbappe, as he grew up with Saliba at Paris. Ronaldo to Arsenal, down the line. Ronaldo to Arsenal. And okay, Ronaldo to Arsenal. Yes. Hey, say Miasi wants Ronaldo. Ronaldo to Arsenal. And down the line, he says, Mbappe, as he grew up with Saliba in Paris, and they're mates. Check you out. Wanted to come down to the Maria miss. He didn't get the chance though, did he? I actually think he would have scored his penalty, but we never know, innit? Saints on the shisha, Saints on the shisha, la 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 la, hey, la 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 la, hey, Saints on the shisha, Saints on the shisha, la 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 la, hey. He's definitely on the shisha. Big up Fabio, man. Big up. Thoughts, people. Any Brazilian fans on here? Any diehard Brazilian fans on here? I thought Croatia went first. Yeah. No, Croatia. No. Has whoever been second? Croatia. No, it's Brazil who went first. Rodrigo who missed. Yeah. No, actually, you're right. You're right, actually, yeah. Did they go first? Yeah, I think they did. You're right. Sorry. You're right. United should please stay away from Gakpo. Go and buy a proper number 9. Vlahovic, Sesko, Mitrovic. These are targets. Argentina are winning the World Cup. Well, I tipped Argentina. at the beginning, but we'll see anyway. We'll see. And Nuruddin, after watching Gakpo in this tournament, would you sign him in January? Yeah, I would sign him in January as just a player for Man United. A young player can develop and get better, but not as a centre forward. I hate Argentina because they play dirty yet cry to the referee like victims. Yeah, big up Andrew. Smash a like, people. Smash a like. Sammy Ass is coming back here. Nuruddin, do you think United stand studio? My super chats paid for. Sammy Assi, absolutely coming back at the chat tonight. I don't know what is being spoken. Did you like? Oh, the studios. Oh, it's incredible. Sam. I don't know if you pay for it, but it's incredible. Brilliant. Honestly, brilliant studio. Beautiful studio. Cannot say that enough. Beautiful studio. Absolute state of the art, man. State of the art. Honestly. You can film so many different things in there. Big, beautiful size. Yeah, chill out area. Really nice, man. Really nice. I'm sure they'll do a video behind the scenes in the studio. They should do that to let the fans see. So got it, Brazil, as I supported them since '94 World Cup. Well, Andrew, I didn't think he's that guy in it. I don't think this manager's that guy. I don't think this Jogo Bonito is not alive in this team, man. But that goal Neymar scored, you would think if he scored a goal like that, you don't deserve to lose. But football is cruel. Football is cruel. I'm very critical of Neymar at times, but I thought today that goal was a wonderful goal. And all they had to do was hold it out for 4 minutes, and they couldn't. CR7 probably end up at Newcastle. Wow. I don't know about that. Nuruddin, Frankfurt had lost their sporting director to us, Arsenal. Look at their centre-back. Nuruddin, Frankfurt lost their sporting director to us and Arsenal and took their centre-backs. Wow. Are you a Brentford fan or not? I've lost their sporting director to us and Arsenal. All right, they're both directors. Okay. Fascinating. Wow, fascinating. Sammy Assi is full of the nah, save the Assi, man. Sammy Assi is the guy who needs to be picked up. Nuruddin, he says, well, you left out Anthony and Fred. I wasn't happy with Casemiro. I was only happy. Yeah, Anthony, for me, he don't do enough for me. He needs to justify that. And the fact that I'm still mad at that kid, the way that he was injured for 3 games when we needed him, and then he's all jumping up and down as soon as he meets up with the Brazilian squad. Yeah, listen, to me, the Brazilian loss is on the bad luck from the cat to the press officer. You don't grab a cat like that. You just gently let it sit there. You pat it. Let the press conference go instead of picking it up and throwing it. Nah, you don't do that. Don't do it. Croatia won first, yeah, with Vlahovic. Yeah, fair play. Why wasn't Man City keeper not in for the shootout? Well, because Alisson's better than him. Alisson is really good. Sammy Assi is a legend. He's a legend. He is a legend, and he's back. He's back with a bang. Paredes should have been sent off. What was that? Oh, I've always had a dislike for that referee anyway. I don't think anybody likes that referee. That Spanish referee. I'm telling you, he looks like a madman if you see him. He's got that kind of face. He's got that type of face, mate. I'm telling you. Nobody likes that referee. And it is what it was. But tonight we witnessed one of the best set pieces ever in a World Cup. One of the best set pieces there's ever been in a World Cup. That was almost good as I actually think it was better than the Argentina one against England in '98 World Cup. I think it was better than that one, 100%. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting. So let's get into it, people. So Manchester United will face, obviously, the final game of their Spanish camp, play Real Betis in a friendly Saturday. This Saturday. I don't know what time is kickoff. Anybody remind me what time kickoff is? This Saturday. Obviously, after the defeat of Cadiz, Ten Hag went absolutely berserk. Absolutely berserk. As we all know, Ten Hag was not having it. So I want to see how the players react to this. I genuinely want to see how it's 5 p.m. kickoff GMT time, so it's 5 o'clock. So that gives us, actually it's between the two games in it, unless there's extra time in the early game tomorrow, unless there's extra time. It should be the first game. It should be the we can watch it at 5 o'clock, guys. So Real Betis at Manchester United scheduled at 5 p.m. on Saturday. So it's going to be a very interesting. The match will take place Estudiantes Benito Valdemir in Seville. And obviously it's on MUTV. That's it. That's all it's on. It's on MUTV. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm hoping. I really hope that Iqbal starts again. I really want to see Teremenge. So Garnacho to play. I mean, we look at the team that started. Let's have a look at it. The team that started that game obviously was Dubravka in goal, Lindelof, Teremenge, Wan-Bissaka, and Brandon Williams. And then, we had in midfield, we had Donny van der Beek, Scott McTominay, and, Iqbal. And then the three up front were Elanga, Garnacho, So in midfield, so we play 4-3-3 if I'm not mistaken. We did that. We played 4-3-3. So the back four was Wan-Bissaka right back, Lindelof, Teremenge, and Brandon Williams as the left back. And then in midfield we had Scott McTominay, Iqbal, Donny, and then the front three was Martial, Elanga, and Garnacho. So I want him to start that team because I think for a lot of the criticism, it was about that. It was genuinely about them. But yeah, it's definitely about them. Paredes is a bit spiteful, 100%. Paredes should have been sent off. What was that? Yeah, it was always just like, the way he blasted the ball is really disrespectful, really disrespectful. Where do you rank Croatian midfielders to the rest of the team in the World Cup? Well, they got some of one of the best midfield. And you saw it today, kept the ball from Brazil. But Brazil were like, oh, we're just chilling. We want to play this defensive way. They didn't press them. They didn't get more aggressive. They didn't do it. That dive for Anthony was shameful. Oh, my God. The dive was crazy. Nuruddin, brother, are you getting ready for Morocco tomorrow? Let's be having you. Come on, Morocco. Listen, Rashid, can you talk to me? Are the players going to be fit? Is CS going to be fit? Is his centre-half partner going to be fit? What's the injury news? Is Buval going to be fit? Talk to me. For me, it's not Gakpo in for United. I don't like him. Okay, Lelas. Big up Sami Yassi with another big super chat. Nuruddin, does the BBC go on about LGB rights in Qatar, yet England plays Pakistan in cricket and nothing is said? Why do they pick such countries to criticise? Well, I don't listen. I'm not in the mind of the BBC, but it's just pretty disturbing. One thing I do know, the BBC don't care about LGBTQI plus community. They don't care about migrants, because if the BBC cared about migrants in the last 10 to 15 years, there's about 25,000 people who died trying to cross the Mediterranean into Europe. So if the BBC was cared so much, they'll be making loads of documentaries and they'll be talking about it every day, but they don't. They're not. But big up to you. Big up Sami Yassi. Messi should have been sent off too. Woo! A lot of Messi hate in here. Why is that, Leadson? The ref had the ref is crazy, man. Keep liking the video, people, man. Claire's telling you. Yeah. Claire's telling you. Stockport Incy, we're gonna see him hopefully. Manu tomorrow. FIFA Morocco. Last be having you, Rooney. Yes, last be having you, Rashid. Come on, Morocco. So let's hope. FIFA Morocco, man. Nah, he's gonna leave. Stockport Incy, mate. Kobe Manu. We're gonna see him. So, but let's have a look. Let's see who the people to watch in it. So we'll see. Charlie Savage and all of that came off. Listen, we could get beat tomorrow again. We could get beat again tomorrow. That's my opinion. At the end of the day, 16 players in the World Cup. 3 of them coming home today, so that'd be 13, no, 14, no, 12 players in the World Cup now. 4 are coming home because of this, after this round today. So it's going to be very interesting. But Real Betis, they're going to play very much Spanish style. We know what type of football they play. We understand how they play. So it is what it is. They're going to be keeping the ball on the floor, playing that little bit of tiki-taka, a bit of possession football. And then in the last third, they're going to be hitting you. They're going to be pressing United. So, but let me just have a look where they are on the table. La Liga. There we go. Let's have a look. Real Betis. They're sitting 6, actually. They're sitting 6. 14 games gone. Real Betis have, they've won 7 out of their games. They've drawn 3, and they've lost 4. They've scored 17 goals, 12 goals against. Yeah, 24 points. They're on the same points, actually, as Atletico Madrid. So they're going to be a better team than Cadiz, who are lying 19. Cadiz, who are lying 19. They're a better team than Cadiz. You know what I mean? So expect a tougher game tomorrow. And I think that's why Eric Ten Hag went really hard and heavy, because he knows what's coming. And he also understands the Burnley game, which is a huge derby for Burnley. Even though Man United fans and Man United players don't think it's a derby, but it's a huge derby for them. So it's going to be very fascinating, very interesting game. But I definitely want to see more of Mengi. I want to see Kobe Manu. Yeah, I genuinely want to see that. I want to see more Garnacho. So it's going to look very interesting. Let's see if they've listened. Let's see. You got them to watch clips from Real Betis. You know what Ten Hag's like. He's a very detailed manager. He will do his homework on Betis, and he would not want to be repeating the words that he repeated when he went hard in on the team the other day. He literally blasted them, saying that they were asleep. They were asleep. And he was letting the young people, the young players off in the second half. And he basically said, well, the young players made mistakes, but they're going to learn from that. That's the difference. But that first 11, he absolutely went in on them, tried to focus their minds. Focus their minds. Iqbal is knocking on the first room door. Well, to me, if he doesn't, he needs to go. He needs to go on loan. You know, he could go either to Ipswich in the Championship, or you can go to Middlesbrough or Michael Carrick's. Nah, they didn't bottle it, Malcolm. They didn't bottle it. At the end of the day, it's penalties, in it. And they've got one of the best penalty savers, Martinez. He's already made a mark for himself in the Premier League by saving lots of penalties. So, yeah. For me, the only thing I would say is that when you're under so much pressure, don't just rely on technique. Rely on your mind and logic. Low and hard down the middle. If you're in doubt, low, hard, down the middle. That's how it is. Keepers hardly ever save that. Anthony's starting to seriously piss me off with his antics, childish antics. Don't let him. He's only a young player. I've just fall out with him because I didn't like the way he disrespected Man United when Man United spent all of that money on him. He's disrespected him. Perfect day tomorrow would be United win Morocco and then England win. Well, there you go, Rashid. Can we get the hat trick? Can we get a hat trick? Can we get a hat trick of results, eh? Good evening, Rodin. I hope you're well. Big up Samuli. Big up man like Samuli. People smash a like. A lot of the regulars in here tonight. Colin, you know what? I'm still doing a bit of the preview, but maybe another time. Let's call in. Maybe tomorrow night. Let's do a call in tomorrow night, people. Come on. I want to hear what you're thinking about the World Cup. By tomorrow night, we'll know who the semi-finalists are, and then you can call in and you can call the team who's going to win the league. 38 likes when there's nearly 90 of you in here. You're taking the biscuit, people. Smash a like. Nah, he did. I know he did well. I wanted him to score that goal, but he got brought down, didn't he? Morocco news is that Hakimi and Aru missed training. Ooh. Wow. It's agreed. Is he the centre half? The one that had I think he pulled his groin. Croatia are so underrated, 100%. But to be fair, that was the best game they've played. That's the best game they've played in this this tournament. Because for the first 3 games, they didn't look anything special at all. Brazil are going to really hurt me today. I feel as though Brazil will still be in the tournament if Neymar had stepped up. He really winds me up and gets too much credit. Well, people, Tyrone, you saw people came after me when I gave my opinion about Neymar. People came in and after me, man. A lot of people came in after me. A certain players, like I said, I don't think he's good enough to lace Rivaldo's boots. But then I promise you that for Brazil, like I promise you, he's like what he equaled the Pele's goal scoring record. So at the end of the day, he scored a fantastic goal today. Credit where it's credit due. But I don't think the other players did enough to win the game. No, and when you leave it to penalties, you should never leave it to penalties. Never let penalties decide your destiny. Win the game in 90 minutes. Win it in extra time, but don't leave it to penalties because penalties is a lottery. No, it would have been crazy to start Iqbal over McTominay and Fred in the first game in the Prem. I don't think so. More lights, man. More lights. Get the lights up, people, man. Come on, look. Everybody's sleeping. I'm doing a show here. I don't have to, people. Come on. Smash a like. Smash a like, people. We're talking football here. Oh, big up, man. Big up Samuli, man. Love, brother. Love, man. Neymar played well. To be fair, yeah, Neymar played well. Oh, he's got a fantastic goal. One of the best goals. 2-1-2s. And then then the defender is there and he lifts it onto the roof of the net. I just think they needed a second goal because to me, what do I always say? One goal is not. Hakimi will be fit. It's more of a precaution because of the extra time he played and he's 100%. Aguero will not play. It's at the centre of Aguero. He's been a brilliant for you in this tournament. What about Cease? The Cease train. The saddest part is that he actually scored. Yeah, he scored a brilliant goal. It was a brilliant goal. Hey, live from Uganda, Kobe Mano has to follow Jude Bellingham's footsteps. Yeah, let's hope so. Hassan, big up to everybody. They let Croatia gain confidence. Well, they scored a brilliant equalizer, to be fair. It took a deflection. That's what I'm saying to you about deflections, innit? It wasn't meant to be. If you would have deflected it, it would have gone up and gone out wide or hit the post, or gone for a corner, but it didn't. It nestled in that bottom corner. So Sis will play. Kaká better than Milan. Do you agree? To me, I loved Neymar at Barcelona. To me, I genuinely think he destroyed his career when he went to Paris Saint-Germain in the Farmers League. I don't think the French League is the Farmers League, but you know what I mean? It's not that competitive, is it? It's not competitive. And I think he destroyed. I think he should have left Barcelona to come to a Premier League team. He should have. I think we would see more about Neymar in the Premier League. But yeah, so big up. That's a big thing for. He has to play. He's such a brilliant defender and organizer in this team. Do you still think Anthony's a fraud? Well, no, I don't think he's a fraud. I just think he's dopey and he's stupid. Manchester United spent all this money on you, and you're pretending to be injured so that you don't want to get injured in any of the games. That's immature, man. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. For me, I put Man United in first, Logan. Man United are first for me. I'm not asked about none of this country business. Man United spent a lot of money on him, paying him huge amount of wages. And my guy is pretending to be, when we need him, when we haven't got numbers, when we've got injuries already, he's pretending I'm not doing great. He disappears for 3-4 games. Get the F out of here, man. Neymar did score a good goal. Not trying hating him, just needed to pass the ball in his teammates more. Brazil and Argentina always miss each other in the World Cups. Yep. I remember the last time, Kanicha, 1990. They knocked them out in the last 16. Where's Bombay Mundo? Mundo's sick. I'm not seeing Tom. Let me just send a link, actually, see if Tom's about. Bombay, I think he might be working. Bombay might still better work. But let me just send this to Tom. Because I thought Tom might be in here. Sometimes I don't like to bother Tom too much because I just don't know where he is in the world. Where is he in the world? Oh, no worries in the world. But it is what it is. Let me send this link to him. Let's see if he gets it. Let's see if he gets it. Big up, Tom. If you're about, jump on, lad. Jump on. If you are about, jump on. I've invited everybody, man. But sometimes people are busy. People are busy. 100%, Claire. 100%. 100%. Yeah. 100%. Tyrone, 100% is on here. 100%. Yeah, I'll put it on here. If you want to jump on. Anthony is a quality footballer, but he went on strike to get to United. Will he go on strike if Real Madrid, Barcelona coming from 100%? He would. Yeah, he did. We got Malcolm.
Yeah.
They're in the starting 11 prediction versus Betis. So I personally would start the same team in it. Like, but I would put Kobe Manu in there. I would play Kobe Manu in there. So the team, let me tell you the team that started. So the team that started with the Brocken in there, it was Lindelof, it was Telemenge, it was Kwambasaka right back, Brandon Williams left back. The midfield three were Johnny, McTominay, and Iqbal, and the front three was Martial, Garnacho, and Ilanga. I just want Manu to play with his team, so I don't know if I would start him. It'd be him on out of Iqbal. Do you start Iqbal and then bring him on, or do you start Manu? But I really want him. I don't want him just to play with his youth team. I want him to play with the first team. I want to see what he does. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. So who's your team, Malcolm? Who's your team? What team are you supporting in this World Cup, man?
Oh my God. Listen, first of all, I just want to say, look, today was stress levels, man. Like the fact that both games went to penalties just shows that this tournament, anything is possible.
I predicted it yesterday.
You know what I mean?
I predicted it yesterday, Malcolm. I said, don't be surprised if some of these games go to knockout and penalties.
Exactly. And I mean, a lot of people were, swapping out Croatia, against Brazil. Like a lot of people said, "Oh yeah, Brazil got it in the bag. Brazil is gonna win. Brazil, Croatia don't have firepower." I'm like, listen, Croatia may not be at their best.
They don't have firepower, but that was the best they played. Nobody
they played their heart out today. Like they didn't let Brazil, get a clear-cut chance, and that's like towards like the end of extra time. So, and then they got the equalizer as well at the end. So I mean, you can't. This thing about Croatia, I feel like Croatia, like they're based on like confidence. Like once you give them confidence, like once you give them confidence, then they'll start to get going. And so, if you're Brazil, right, you can let Croatia, gain that much amount of confidence. Like you have to kill them in the first half. Like from the get go, you need to score. You need to score at least. Well, you need to score at least like 2 goals and then keep attacking from then. Don't start playing to. Don't score 1 goal and say, okay, yeah, that's it. Like we're just gonna sit back and yeah, hopefully like you can't do that. And Croatia fed on that.
Well, we saw the Dutch tonight, Malcolm. Holland did that.
Exactly.
Holland making substitution 2-0 up. Bang, bang.
Exactly. And Scaloni played defensive well. He bought in he took off Romero and then he bought in. But who did he bring? Paredes and who did he bring on? Who did he bring on?
Tagliafico, yeah. And then another center half. Another center half as well.
Yeah, another center half, yes, to press Romero. So you can see that Scaloni, like in his mind, he was like, okay, 2 goals, We're 2 goals up. You know, just let's just let's just defend. You know what I mean? Hopefully, hopefully that we don't concede. But then what could happen? And you know, for the majority of the game, Netherlands didn't look like they were gonna score. They
Yeah.
didn't look like it. Like Argentina dominated the game, for at least 75 minutes. But then, you know, it only takes one chance to get back in the game. And Netherlands really
The most dangerous scoreline in football is 2-0. It's
that's
all psychological. So when the
yeah,
other team gets one goal back,
yeah.
you feel the pressure.
You feel the
All comes, and
exactly.
then that guy gives the free kick away. That's one of the
Yeah,
cleverest set pieces ever in
yeah,
the World Cup. What a
yeah,
set piece.
yeah. And so Netherlands, now, like you have to give credit to Netherlands and Croatia as well, because they 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 really like had the same approach. Like I think Netherlands just looked at I think Netherlands even just looked at the Croatia game and they were like, we can do this. Like anything is possible, you know what I mean? And I think even England as well, like I mean, you know, obviously like France are the favorites to win, but I think England as well themselves are looking at their game and it's like,
Yeah.
we can do this as well. So it's just in this tournament like you can never really predict. You can really like come with a concrete prediction of who's gonna go out and who's gonna go through. So it's this World Cup has been a roller coaster. Honestly, I can tell you that it's been a one hell of a roller coaster ride.
No.
Yeah.
Listen, Malcolm, what do you think about the game tomorrow? You're going to watch United 5 o'clock. Real Betis. Real Betis are fifth. Let me just check now. Are they sixth or fifth? Let me just check the table again. I think they're sixth. No, they're sixth. The joint fifth, same points as Atletico Madrid.
Right.
And Cadiz beat us 4-2. They're
Wow.
19th in the Liga. 19th.
They look good though, Cadiz.
Yeah.
From what I saw, they looked really, really good.
They only had one player at the World Cup though.
Wow. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to put too much pressure on the players because of course it's a friendly, and so it's not really much to play for. But I mean, it would be nice to get a win for the players. I mean, obviously a majority of them are not playing in the World Cup, so but honestly,
Imran,
I think
let me just say this. Imran Mia, if you want to come on, I need to see your face. No face, no get on, mate. No show. No face, no show, my friend. So if you want me to put you on, Imran Mia, you need to show your face. Go ahead, Malcolm.
yeah. So I was gonna say like I mean, I don't yeah I was like I don't want to put too much.
We're not getting Enzo Fernandez.
No. Honestly, I think to me, I think Benfica are gonna ask for a lot of money because
I think he's got 100 million euros.
Something like yeah. Honestly, yeah. I mean, I don't think we need him now, but I think he'll be good for like the future. But we'll have to see. But yeah, as I said again, look, I don't want to put too much pressure on it. I don't want to put too much pressure on the United. I don't want like lash out of them too much because as I said again, it's a friendly. So, but I mean, just they should just focus on keep being fit, and hopefully they'll be ready for the remainder of the season.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Imran Mir, if you want to come on, I'm gonna have to see your face. Simple. Show me your face and then you can come on. No problem.
I think someone said not 80 million euros.
Something like that. Okay.
Yeah, okay. But I don't know. Where would you where would you put Enzo though if you got him? If we got him?
Well, in the Ericsson spot. He's more tenacious than Ericsson. He's good defensively.
I mean,
yeah.
We already have Ericsson, so and
no, but Ericsson sometimes he gets too tired, Malcolm.
Okay.
Too tired.
Okay, I see.
He's not that great. He's not that tenacious.
Right. So would you put him as like a guaranteed starter or is that?
Well, bring him on sometimes, you know, to
Right.
begin with, slowly get him into the get him into
Right.
the team, integrate him.
Mm.
But in the long term, he would be my starter for me if you had Enzo Fernandez. If you did,
Yeah. No, he's
Croatia went to the final last World Cup. They're on the semi this year. They deserve more respect, 100%.
absolutely, yeah. No,
But to be fair, listen. Tavasta 25. Let me tell you.
Mhm.
Let me tell you something. In the group stages, they weren't showing this. They beat Japan on penalties and they looked tired, and they played for penalties against Japan. They weren't even trying to win the game. So
Yeah.
they just performed really well today and took Brazil to penalties. And penalties are all
Yeah.
about luck.
Yeah.
Joe
It's all
Felix
about.
is to be moving to the Premier League. Where do you think you should go? The boys are ballers. Simone, open your eyes.
Wow. I don't know. Um. No, Jean Felix to me is like probably one of the most promising, young players of the generation. And I just feel like the way he's being treated at Atletico is,
Listen, I would never go there knowing that type of football. I don't know what's wrong with these young footballers.
I don't know.
You don't know. You go to a club that tries to play the same football that you like. You don't go to
Exactly.
an ultra defensive manager. You
Yeah.
don't.
No, you can't. You can't.
They ruin
Um,
you.
you
Listen,
go
please smash a like
absolutely
on the
right.
video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Hit that notification button because it lets you know when next live, people. But
Hit
come
it,
on,
hit it, hit it. Come on, guys. Come on.
smash a
But
like,
yeah,
people. Smash a like.
mm. But
So
you're saying
it's time. Atletico Madrid's been a failure. It's been a failure for me.
he
I
has, he
think
has.
he's strong enough. I don't think he's crap player. I think he's very talented. But I don't
But
know what position he plays. Can
that's
he
true.
can
That's
he
true.
hold up the ball?
I keep seeing
Hold
Simeone.
the defender up and hold up the ball. Can
I
he
keep seeing,
battle for balls in the air?
yeah. I keep seeing Simeone like switching him every time. Sometimes I see him at like right mid. Sometimes I see him at like right wing, left wing. Like he keeps switching, man. I'm just like, yo, where do you want this guy to play? Like, come on.
Yeah,
And you
that's
know
a
what I
good
mean?
thing, Ahmed. That's a good thing.
Back me, don't injure, thank God.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I'm like, bro, like, where do you want this guy to play? Like, I mean, surely there has to be like one like one major position that he can play and he can thrive on. Like, don't just be switching him every time. I don't know, man. He needs to go. I think with Joao Felix, he just needs to know where his heart is and
Yeah.
where he needs to go. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm,
to me, Simeone just hasn't utilized him well.
mhm.
So if he I don't know about United though. If you bump to United, where would you put him?
Say that again?
If
Phoenix.
yeah,
To me, we need some more people to play out wide on the right.
mm. So
On
you
the
put him
right.
at would you put him at wide?
Yeah, I would put him out wide. I don't think
Mm.
he's a central striker for me. But
I think look,
I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that.
yeah,
I could be
I,
wrong. Big up Claire. Claire says we're broke, low. Well, our owners are not broke, but they've
yeah,
raised Man United amount of money checked out already. We already understood this.
yeah,
We've known about this. We've talked about it on here a long time, Claire. That the Glazers have been rinsing this football club, and you can't rinse it anymore. Woodward said we don't need to win titles to make money to be successful commercially in this club.
no.
Well,
It's all about making top
the
four.
chickens have come home to roost at the
Yeah,
end of the day. So the Glazers are not broke. The club is in a lot of debt and they're
yeah,
not making as much profits or revenue. But now they're saying, oh, we're not going to take any dividends money, like they want a pat on the back. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. The thing about it, what we need to do as fans, we don't need to get distracted. We need to stay focused on the job and push them hard as we can to get them out. That's what we need to do. But Manchester, I don't care where they find it. They have to go into their own pockets, the Glazers, to buy this manager some effing a striker in January. That's what they need to do.
yeah.
That's what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Please smash a
No,
like on the video, people. It's simple. They've got money. They're multimillionaires. They're gonna make a huge profit out of Man United.
absolutely. I
Huge
think
profit if they
they
decide to sell.
I think the Glazers are just they're just counting their money now. I mean, counting all the money in their pockets just to see how much they got and how much they can still take out and everything. Because um, I mean, they're here to stay. So I mean, as long as we're making top four and you know bringing in all these commercial revenue, bro, like nothing really gonna change. So
No.
we have to stay consistent, really. Like
Yeah.
not buying, not going to the mega stores, not buying all the merch.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, it's and people, fans say that, oh, but that's too much. Like, but I mean, this is literally like probably the most reasonable way that these guys are gonna leave. You
You know
can't
what?
just say like,
Listen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not being in that. I've been outside the megastore, but I've not been in any shop where they're selling Manchester United merch for 17 years. I've not. I've not. Big up the past 25.
17
I
years.
watched them. I don't watch the league. I don't watch the Portuguese league, but I watch Benfica in the Champions League. They were really good in the groups in the group stages. They were
Yeah.
really good. Some of the best games they played against Paris Saint-Germain. I watched both their games. I thought they were brilliant.
They've been getting a lot of money though. Like from the players that they've sold. Like they sold what, Darren Nunez for what, 80 million, and
Yeah.
then who else did they sell? Um,
Uh,
no, like I mean they're getting a lot of profit, and if they sell Enzo in
yeah.
this window, like man, like they could have a lot of money to restructure and get a lot more new
Mm-hmm,
players. So Benfica. Benfica are raising a lot of great talent.
mm-hmm.
If you think about it, I'd rather have Felix than FDH. Um,
Nah, I think
nah,
Frankie Moore would be brilliant for Man United.
yeah.
He would suit us so much.
Oh
He would
God.
suit us so much, people. But in terms of the Glazers, we don't
Mhm.
have. They're making it out saying that they're not taking a dividends, and it's
Yeah,
not because they're broke people. It's because they've reached the football club to the
yeah.
max. But we can't let them off the hook. They need to sign a striker in January for
They
this
have to.
manager. That's what they need
Yeah.
to do. That's
I
what
mean,
they need to do.
I'm just thinking
But they
that
need to. Who's going to play a striker? Martial, who's injured.
no, no.
It's crazy.
Martial. I think Martial is that. I think Martial is that, like, on a given day, like he'll give you goals. Like he'll hold up the ball really well, and um, like he can score. Like on his day, like he can be good. But I mean,
That's
he's
the
he's,
question.
he's
Listen,
inconsistent.
yeah, that's the question. What player has surprised you at the World Cup? What player has surprised me?
Good question.
What player has surprised me? You know what? Upper Meccano, to be fair.
Really?
Upper Meccano, because when I watched Bayern Munich, he didn't look that great at all.
Mm.
But for France, he looked amazing.
Wow.
Really
I don't,
looked on
it's
one on one. He's been one of the best defenders in this tournament.
yeah.
I pray someone forced them to sell the club in the market value of a max 4 billion. Well, they made a huge profit. They'll make 3 billion profit if that happened. They'll make 3.5 billion profit if that was to happen.
Number one item in 36 years. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
36 years.
Listen, who surprised you the most in this World Cup?
Wow. Hard to say. I've been impressed with Giroud. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I'm not surprised by Giroud. I always thought he was an absolute brilliant player.
I think so, but I think just the fact I think just because of the season he's had, like, he hasn't been in the conversation for a little bit, but I mean this World Cup, like, he's been very active, really. Like, he's been, I think, one of France's vocal points in this tournament. So I'm surprised that he's still like this, even though we know his qualities and everything. But yeah,
Mm.
I think Bruno surprised me a lot. I think Upamecano has also surprised me as well. Yeah, like because look, I've I follow Upamecano like since his time at Leipzig, and um like I've always seen him as like this, big, strong defender, like quality defender, man. Like, I just feel like when he went to Bayern Munich, I just feel like he was, utilized well and everything. Like, Bayern Munich didn't use him as I thought they would, but
Mm.
for France, he's just been rock solid for them. So yeah, props to Upamecano, really.
Yeah, I think him and the other guy who plays for Liverpool, when they play together, they look really strong and unbeaten.
Yeah, yeah, Konate.
Miasi says, according to Man United fans, Rashford's back to his best due to the World Cup. Well, Rashford was on decent form before the World Cup started for United. Much better, but he banged in goals for England. That's
Absolutely.
He banged in goals for England. So yeah, that's not a bad shout at all. Who do you
Yeah.
think, guys? Upamecano. I agree with saying United fans still need to see more of Rashford. Not 100%, but so far so good. My biggest surprise is Modric, to be fair. Yeah, Modric today, I thought he was sensational today.
Oh yeah, he
Go back the years today. Oh my gosh.
ball the midfield.
Ball control. The way he
Ball-
ran that game in the second
Oh
half.
my God.
If you
I
don't
remember.
know, I could have signed Upamecano when he was 16, 17.
Oh my God.
Signed him.
Oh my God, man.
Oh
No,
yeah, Bruno Fernandes has been amazing.
oh yeah, oh yeah. I was gonna. I know. I should say Bruno too, but yeah. Um, I didn't think Bruno would have as good of a tournament
Yeah.
as he's having right now, just because of like the season he's had so far. But he's been in. He's scored in those big moments. You know what I mean? Like when Portugal needed, like he's been there.
Yeah,
So
Amrabat's been incredible. Oh my God, no,
that's another.
No, honestly, he's been the best midfield
Um,
player in this World Cup.
Amrabat, and he's what I think he's played for Valencia, didn't he? Amrabat.
He plays for now for Fiorentina.
Fiorentina.
That's his team. He plays for his team in Serie A. Yeah.
He's been incredible for Morocco.
Yeah.
Like, really. But yeah, actually no, back to Modric. Yeah, I don't know where Croatia would be without Modric. Honestly, I don't know where they would be really. To have someone like that of that quality in your team, really, like I don't know, like when I think just the day he retires, man, like really, I'll just have my hands up really. Today, Modric retires, like I'll just have my hand.
Big up, Sammy Assi. He
Oh
said,
my
"Did you see the rumors? 50 million plus Sancho, Maguire, and Phil Jones thrown in for free for
Oh
Kane.
my God.
No chance.
Oh my God,
No.
Zane. No, I can't. No, I can't. I think
Harry Kane's going to leave Spurs, who are playing in the Champions League at the moment, to come to Man United, who play in Europa League.
Nah,
I
not a
don't want
chance.
to get rid of Sancho. I don't want to give up on
Not a
Sancho.
chance, man. No. But
And the lot winning the right side was against Cancelo. Well, that was the first game he started, didn't he? That's the first game he started. So
that loss has been good though as well for Portugal.
Yeah, if he starts the game tomorrow, we'll see in it. If he starts the game, to me, he only started one game. I'm not Moroccan, but he deserves my huge respect. May the best win. Come on, Morocco. There you go. There you go. Right.
My God.
That's the 25. Would you throw everyone in for Kane? No, I wouldn't.
No, I can't. No.
Kane's not centre forward as he is. He's more of a number 10 midfielder. We don't need a midfielder. Even though Kane is really good at holding up the ball.
Yeah.
I deserve somebody who can also run it, who can run the channels, who can run on the last defender. I want somebody who Man United go and scout for, who's going to be our striker for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion, that player is Benjamin Sesko. But
really,
something else.
Really,
see United standard, and you should shout your own channel out on there. We'll see. Get in the comments in it, Mr. Bean. You do. Therapy Army people, when we're on the United stand, if we're on there, get in the comments.
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this. Gonzalo Ramos guy though. He
Yeah,
looks really good. Really, really,
yeah, yeah.
really good.
I mean, he looks really good, but I think he's got like 100 million buyout clause as well. So
Well, I mean, I'm not saying you should buy him
he
now,
just
but
signed a deal, and then they just extended his deal as well, and it's more
wow.
money. I don't think he's leaving.
But I mean, I like to see him more. Really,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
oh yeah. You
I
should
like to
watch
see him
him in
more.
the Champions League. You need to watch the Benfica in the Champions League.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like he looks like he just the way he just the way he holds up the ball really, and like he just has that um strikers like he just has that strikers finishing. I mean, that strikers
Yeah.
just the finishing is just top notch really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Uh, the Faster 25 says, what goalkeeper has been the biggest surprise for me? Bono from Monaco, the new Oko of the World Cup. Ochea. Listen, for me, I knew Bono was a really. He plays for Seville, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was supposed to be. Yeah,
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 he's a fantastic goalkeeper. But I've been
absolutely.
surprised at the Croatian goalkeeper. I thought he
Oh
was
yeah, yeah,
brilliant.
yeah, absolutely. I
I
tell
don't
you
know his
too.
name. I don't know his name. I'm sorry, but I think
Same.
he's been brilliant. The way he's saved penalties and everything, he's been brilliant.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna use the other one from the last World Cup though. I was surprised to see a new goalkeeper in the goal, but he's been really really good. Like I think like he's probably like one of the main reasons why Croatia was still in the game.
Hmm.
You know, obviously like he made a mistake letting Neymar through,
Hmm.
but I mean I, other than that he didn't really let any other goals go past him really.
Yeah,
So yeah, I've been surprised.
yeah. So the buyout clause for Ramos is Ganacho Ramos, Conchelo,
Gonzalo.
yeah, Ramos is being
Yeah.
150 million, and Man
Wow.
United don't have that at the moment. They don't have that.
No.
He's been the best scorer. He's been the goal scorer for them this season.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah,
No,
Ganacho
but
Ramos
yeah,
plays in
yeah,
Darwin Nunes this season in Benfica. He has already 14 out of 15 goals this year. And the first match he makes the starting 11 of the World Cup, he gets a hat trick. He's on a fantastic. He has to play. He's got to be the first guy on the team sheet for Portugal tomorrow.
absolutely.
Benfica always making ball. 100% agree. I knew Emilio would save one or two penalties. Yeah, 100%. Because he's
Yeah.
already does that in the Premier League. The big up,
I
the
leave a
faster.
coverage.
The goalkeeper is Lavekovic.
That's his name.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lavekovic.
That's his name. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Lavekovic. Yeah, big up.
Right. Yeah. He looks young though. He looks young.
Yeah, yeah.
He looks really
Jarvis,
young.
you're gonna have to watch the show again because I need to go. But big up Malcolm for coming on and
Absolutely.
adding 2 pence. Just a bit of recap. Brazil. I didn't fancy them for this World Cup. I didn't see any of that Jogo Benito thing that you need to see, and they got headed out. But to be fair, Neymar, I'm quite critical of him at times because I always call it as I see it, people. But I
Yeah.
thought he scored a brilliant goal today, and he didn't deserve to lose on the losing side
Yeah.
on penalties. But when it comes to penalties, it's all about lottery, people. It's
Yeah.
all about lottery.
Yeah.
It's all about lottery, and it can go any way. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
They're out. Argentina are through. Netherlands. What a game that was! What a pure
Oh
drama.
wow. Oh my God.
The set piece goal is one of the best I've ever seen in the World Cup. And the time,
Very.
they had a minute and a half to go, and that was it. Minute
They
left.
they
Minute.
look so.
He scored that goal in 11 minutes added on time. That's when he scored that goal. So
Wow.
it is
Wow.
what it is. It
Wow.
is what it is. But big up everybody. Love and light, people. We talked about the Glazers. The Glazers are not broke. They've got money, but they've rinsed the club. And I think what they're trying to do now is by not put the club in more debt, because then it'll be too much debt on the club because they've had to borrow. They also borrow, max out credit cards to buy players, and they maxed out 100 million because of the pressure of the fan base. They thought another game was going to get cancelled. So it's what it is. I was outside for the Liverpool game. The security was heavy, the police security.
Wow.
Yeah, I really liked Lavakovic for
Yeah. Level.
Croatia.
Yeah.
I thought he's been brilliant.
Yeah.
Serbian goalkeeper, he's been good as well. What's his name? He's the brother of the Lazio midfielder. What's his name?
Oh, Savage. Savage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Savic, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, so he's got same surname as
Yeah.
um as that's his
I
brother.
swear,
Yeah,
man. It's all the itches, you know what I mean? All the itches, Savage, I more man.
yeah. Oh, 100% Jarvis. I absolutely, like I said, he's got that kind of a funny face. He always wants a little drama. He's like a
All
madman.
that, that's what he likes to look.
Anytime Man United have had him in Europe and that, I always think, oh my God, not him. So no, but I don't think anybody likes him. I
He
don't
gave.
think.
I don't know, man. The yellow cards were just too much, man. Like I don't
No,
know.
it's not that he didn't take the penalty. He's their best penalty taker, but they said he was going to take the fifth one to win it, but he never got to
Nah,
that.
he didn't. Nah, I didn't know.
That's why you have to always get your best penalty taker to go first.
Yes, true. And I think Argentina made a good decision of actually letting Messi though
Yeah.
take the first. But yeah.
Yeah, big up
Man,
Tavasta 25. Tavasta, who's going to start tomorrow? Ronaldo? Do you want Ronaldo to start? Big up
ah,
Tavasta. Ronaldo's going to start tomorrow.
oh my
Brazil
God.
lost because they put too many offensive players. They have to put some building up the game, not only strikers. Now, 100%, they don't have they don't have playmaking midfielders. How come Brazil not have playmaking midfielders? It's so rare. They don't have
Interesting.
that. They don't
That's
have that. So, and it took too early. It took. I think he would have scored finally if they would have got service to him. Richarlison, I would have left him
Yeah,
on the.
I'm surprised though. I'm surprised when they took him off for Pedro. I'm
Oh,
like,
that would be amazing! What a refreshing final that would be. Morocco,
ooh,
Croatia.
Croatia. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, we all have to see it, but yeah, we'll have to see.
The Glazers always punch us into debt. That's what they do, people. That is what the Glazers do.
Yeah.
That's what the Glazers do. So yeah, we've also previewed the game for Betis tomorrow. Betis are in fourth place. They're fifth on goal difference. They're just below Atletico Madrid. Cadiz were 19th and they beat us. So we're gonna get a beating again tomorrow, I think. But I'm hoping that Man United are more competitive. And the way that he came out and blasted them, the way he came back and blasted them, for me, Ten Hag, they have to show up tomorrow. Because at half time, he'll take them off again and play the kids. He'll do that. He'll do that. But big up, everybody. Love and light. Look after yourselves. But big up. Big up, people. Big up, people. Big up. It is what it is. We'll see you tomorrow night for the match reaction, eh? Well, around 10:30 or maybe even later, but we'll see. We might do a show on Sunday, but we'll see. But take care. Thank you so much, Malcolm. Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah.
Actually, I believe as a kid.
Wow.
Well,
wow. Yeah. Vanjana Milaklovic. Savage. Savage, yeah, joined United in 2014.
I had no idea.
But he had work permit issues. There we go.
I mean,
there we go, people. Moroccans would love it if Ronaldo started. Of course they would. There we go. Obviously, I don't want Ronaldo to start. He's the main cause when we play bad because he's the player. Players have a lot of pressure to put on the ball. Ronaldo for him to score. Ramos on for 11 for me. In the 11 for me, yeah, 100%. If you get dropped after you've just scored a hat trick for your country in the World Cup, Wilson, Gampo, and Enzo Fernandez, are they potential United players for the future? Jarvis, at this moment in time, the Glazers are not even taking a dividend. We might not even get a striker.
I don't think we will really. I mean, as much as I want to see a striker come in this window, I don't think we're gonna get one. Really.
To me, Gakpo is a good player. Today he was shattered. He was shattered today. He wanted to come off in normal time. I think as soon as he got kicked, he went down and he was like, "Oh, I'm hurt," so he had to come off. But yeah.
Was he the one that took the?
To me, Enzo Fernandez, amazing. Ranić talked about him. And linked. Ranić was talking about this player.
What are your thoughts on Martinez though, Alessandro?
Yeah, I think rest at 25. I thought Bruno has been brilliant for you as well. Bruno's
What are,
been
what are your thoughts on Martinez though, Alessandro?
Lissandro Martinez.
Yeah.
Who scored the final penalty tonight?
I'm just saying like your thoughts on him like in this tournament.
The striker. Or you mean our defender?
Yeah.
Our defender. Oh, he's been amazing. He saved them. He would have gone to 2-2 against Australia without his tackle. I thought he played all right today. He got substituted. He didn't like it when he got substituted today. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is, people. But listen, good night. Well, hopefully we'll see. It's my friend's birthday tomorrow, so if we're going out, if not, I might be a late one, 11 o'clock match reaction to England and Morocco to versus Portugal. But don't be surprised. At least one of those games goes into extra time and penalties. Please smash a like on the video on your way out. It only does is help the channel, and please spread the word about the community. Let people come in and join the community. But smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Hit the notification button because it lets you know next time we're live. And the biggest thing to say is win, lose or draw, Glazers out, bankers out. And the Glazers are not broke. They've made Manchester United broke. That's what they've done, people. They're not broke. They've made Man United broke, so don't get it twisted. They've never put a penny in their money in to buy any player or to do any work or infrastructure in this football club. They would have taken more loans out to buy players in January. This means the depth, which brings the valuation down. Of course it does. We know that. We know that. It's common sense, in it. If you have more debt, the evaluation of the football club is going to be. So that's why they're not taking dividends. They're not doing it because we protested and whatever. I think they're selling because we protested and we've done a brilliant job. And we've done an amazing job when it comes to the advertisers, 100%. So yeah, it is what it is. There was a personal view by Ramos. They went viral after the hat trick. He might start tomorrow because of that. Oh, that's a bit crazy. Oh my God. That's crazy, people. Take care, people. Take care. Remember, Glazers bankers out. Malcolm, peace, love, light. Make sure you give Malcolm a follow, man. Malcolm, is that Malcolm?
I can actually put it in right now.
Yeah, put it in. Oh, I can do it as well. Actually, I'll do it. It's fine. I've got it.
Sure.
Yeah, there it is. And then we just join this like that. There you go. Make sure you give him a follow Instagram, and he's on Instagram and he's on Twitter as well. Big up, people. Love and light. Take care. Glazers out. If he's done that, that is an absolute. Oh my God! Talk about that. That's crazy.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! That's crazy.
No. How did you?
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard ever. Probably Ronaldo team leaked that personal video.
Oh my God. No.
And that's it. That's the thing we leave you with, people. Glazers out isn't about transfer. It's all about survival of our football club. Take care, people. Best. Take care. All the best. Take care. Remember, Benfica's the best. Yeah, I like Benfica. Malcolm, I'll give you a follow, mate. There you go. Take care, people. Love and light. Good night. Glazers out. Bankers out. Win, lose, or draw, people. Peace.